care if this sounds mean. I can't respect a man who's done worse at life than me. How did you do worse in a system that was designed to help you do better?
Some people think that women have it worse with hookup culture, situationships, whilst other parts of the internet think that men have it worse.
Dating apps are uniquely depressing from a guy's perspective because you send out all these likes, then only a fraction of those likes turn into matches.
Why is it so hard to find a man who respects you and your time?
I feel like most people on dating apps use the app as like an ego boost and they don't actually care about going out or meeting up with someone.
Men have just turned dating apps into like an easier way to access convenient sex.
We have never been at more polar opposite ends of the spectrum, but trust me when I say this is literally just the tip of the iceberg.
Let's see if she gets it right.
Hey, if you're new, I'm Christina and I make videos who are feeling lonely. If you're a people pleaser, overachiever, over anything, you're in the right place. There's a whole side of the internet that I've come across that are very anti-men. Not anti-men like men are trash sort of way, but more so I'm living such a peaceful, happy, chilled life without a man in my life that I don't need a man. I'm happy with my friend, happy with my family, happy with my job. I'm so chilled and zen. There's that side of the internet that I see, but then there's also the side of the internet that says like, this is my prime. I'm 25. I want to settle down. I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. And they can't find someone that they want. I've made a video on why Gen Z is undateable and how there's so many different things as a generation that we struggle with that make it really hard for us to find the right person. This is kind of a follow-up, but more a follow-up of just like how opposing our views are and how it makes perfect sense that we're struggling to date. The culture of men on dating apps and the culture of women on dating apps, the perceptions that we all have of each other is just totally different. And I feel like that's why a lot of us are just struggling right now. This comment that I saw summarized hookup culture so well. Dating for women is like shopping. Dating for men is like a job interview. I understand that men are struggling a lot on the apps because it's like you have to be really attractive and really tall and you have to present yourself a certain way. Otherwise you get no matches. Like it's really common for a guy to go on a dating app for like a few weeks and swipe on people, but literally have 0 matches, which as a girl, you can literally be an average looking girl and that will not be the case.
Dating is horrible. It's stupid. I hate it. Many more people say on this. Let's have a check first. Gen Z. Dating is horrible. It's stupid. I hate it. Men and or women are trash. Nobody is good enough for me. Also, why won't anyone date me? It's different when women say they don't deal with men. When they say this, they're still getting attention from men, sleeping with men, friend-zoning men. They all graduate with a minimum of double-digit body counts, and they're surprised men don't want long-term relationships with them, shaking my head. Their mindset is screwed. Women want to be with the top men. How are men supposed to date when women think 6 feet 4 inches is too short and $250,000 salary is too poor? Gen Z, most men are virgins, and most of the women have a huge body count. Also, that happens for 2 reasons. One, the dating apps gatekeep all the features that force men to pay. They know men are the primary payers of using those dating apps, so they'll lock away their matches. They'll bury them in the search area for women that are swiping, like it's all on purpose. So you're getting 0 matches. In my lifetime, I've noticed women have been losing empathy. They don't even ask what a man might want. They have no pity for men because they know men are better, despite all the gaslighting they do. Empathy is about understanding, and they never cared about that because they've never needed to. If you want her to have empathy, a man must painstakingly train her in how to model another person's mind from their perspective.
Quality matches is a whole different ballgame. I don't want people in the comments to be angry and be like, it's just not fair. Like women get it easier. Trust me when I say the quality of matches is not giving. Dating for women is like shopping. Dating for men is like a job interview. Again, I feel like the shopping analogy is a good one. I feel like that does paint the picture very well. It just shows that women have a lot more options. For me and my friends, when we talk about the apps and we show each other the matches and we show each other the messages and then like pics, it's just like the quality on dating app. Sometimes I feel like there's a whole load of stuff on the clearance rack. Like you're shopping, sure, but a lot of it is just on sale and maybe has holes in. It's not very good quality. You're trying to find an item that's like a high quality item. It's not in the sale. It's good quality. It's not reduced. It's actually worth the price. I just feel like that is the struggle that maybe a lot of women have. In terms of hookup culture in general.
Okay. So let's check first the comments. How men are reacting on this. She is saying what the issue is, and yet she admits she's part of the problem. Quality of men are terrible. One side is drowning in options. The other is dying of thirst. I won't cry for them. Dating app culture has created an environment where people have so many options that nobody wants to commit. As usual, a woman conflates her experience of dating as a young woman with options with how dating is for the rest of us and draws her conclusions from there. Women are getting the paradox of choice where they're being bombarded with so many options they choose from. They don't know, like the kid in a candy store, like doesn't knows looking at a million different chocolates and has no idea where to start, which one to pick. And it's like the shiniest wrapper that gets your attention is the first one that gets picked, and then they get pumped and dumped, and then they get depressed, and then they become bitter, and then they start to blame all men, and then that's because the only men they see are the shiniest wrappers of men, but all the bottom barrel. Scaping off your feet, the roaches are crawling over, that bottom shelf full of dust that no one's looking at. Yeah, those guys are completely ignored. They get no matches at all. It's a twofold problem, probably because you're unattractive or just average, but also because the dating app itself is actually getting you primed to pay for its services, so it can show you more of your matches, like it's a bait and switch. So for the first 24 hours, you're going to get a couple matches and you'll go, wow, this is great, and then they'll completely starve you out of anything, making it seem like you need to get the premium service to be shown to people, again to have priority on the match list, to pop up like a paid advertisement at the top of the search results. It's insane they do this on purpose, because that's the only way they can make money.
Can kind of ignore women. Like, I want to focus on myself. Let me just kind of sort out my career, focus on myself. And as a woman, you can say, I'm just happier alone. I've got my friends. I don't need a man in my life. We can all say that, but at the core, we will all crave some level of companionship. And I don't necessarily mean a relationship per se, because we're social creatures. Like, we need connection with other people. We need companionship and to be part of a tribe. It's the reason why, like, your life could be going perfectly. Like, you can have the career that you want. You can focus on your career, make the money, or you can, like, I don't know, like, things could be thriving for you. But if you don't have either really close friends or you don't have...
Great joke. Let's see what people wants to say on this. I've been saying this for a while now, how men and women actually don't like each other. I lived as a Hare Krishna monk for 5 years, and its Eastern philosophy also states that even common sex and lust is another form of hate deep down, subconsciously and spiritually, not actually love, but that's too complex and extreme for lay people to understand. So, few women actually express any interest in men. Unless the man takes 100% initiative in every step of the relationship, it's dead in the water. Maybe it's different for Chad, but for me, nearly all women I talk to are totally disinterested and make it seem like they're doing you a favor talking to you. It's incredibly disrespectful. Why would I want to date when you sling your box around for random guys for free? I do find it funny when women equate not having the guy they want from the 1,000 of matches to not having a match at all. Most of women's issues with dating are self-imposed because of high standards and all going for the same 3 guys. Men need to put in too much work to get nothing in return. Women love to judge the messages men send while having zero creativity themselves. Having said that, she got one thing very right. Both men and women seem to hate each other now. Women are after everything but the man himself. Once they find the right spec sheet, they expect that guy to become an alpha simp for them and them alone, and pretty much nothing else. The man's interests, his hobbies, his plans, hopes, dreams, etc., are all expected to be discarded. The man is expected to spend the rest of his life struggling to achieve more success, which women can't really even define. It's all about the next thing to want after, that might somehow fill the void. More crap that doesn't make anyone happy. Women aren't held accountable for the vast majority of their issues, and are even encouraged to continue them. That's a wrap for today on mgtow Sigma. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you're the first to know when the next video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you tomorrow.